We're going to be live. It looks like we are live now. All right, folks, sorry for the technical difficulties there. I was in preview mode. Welcome to Gamcast for Tuesday evening. We're here tonight to talk about the concept of birthright citizenship. And as per usual, the left is lying about it big time. It is not a thing. It never has been a thing. And Donald Trump has brought the issue into the forefront by, one, running on the issue of illegal immigration starting in 2015 and issuing an executive order saying going forward, not retrospective, but going forward, we will not consider you to be a citizen if you are born in the country to illegals. Now, folks, let's explain how this is going. But before we do, here's the left, and again, it's CNN. I know Harry Hinton is doing a better job than some, but he's just lying about this. So he's trying to make this out to be a very unpopular policy. A lot of people really don't understand what's going on here. And I'm going to explain to you what is going on. But before you do that, here's his take.
I mean, look, I think Donald Trump is, if by pushing policies like this, are just trying to eliminate his honeymoon period completely, because this is just not a popular policy. Birthright citizenship for children born to immigrants illegally here. Look at this. Just 35% support. The clear majority, 53% oppose. And I've looked at multiple polls, looked at the question asked multiple different ways. If anything, this undersells the opposition by a little bit. If you don't, in fact, mention for children born to immigrants here legally and just ask.
So if you don't tell them they're here illegally, it goes up to 70. I don't believe that. It's just a fake poll. But before we get there, let's understand where this notion comes from. So it comes from the 14th Amendment. And the 14th Amendment was part of the Civil War amendments. You always have to remember that. 13, 14, and 15 all had to do basically with the Civil War. 13th ended slavery. 14th made them citizens, because the Republicans knew if they're not slaves anymore, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a citizen. And then the 15th gave black men, not women, but black men the right to vote. So here's the key language, folks. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction there is, that's very key, all right, are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Folks, that meant that clause there that you see, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof, was a limiting clause. The left does not limit it at all. They just say all persons born and naturalized in the United States are citizens. Well, why can you just say, if you wanted to do that, why didn't you say all persons born and naturalized in the United States are citizens of the U.S. and of the state? They didn't. They limited it by and subject to the jurisdiction there is. The leading case, and again, the Civil War amendments passed right after the Civil War, so 1865, 1866, therein. There's a case called United States v. Wong Kong Ark Kim from 1898, fully about 30 years after the amendment came down, and it basically considered this question: is a child who was born in the United States to Chinese citizen parents who are lawful permanent residents of the United States a citizen under the citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment that I just read you? The court comes to the decision, 6-2 majority. One judge did not participate in the decision, that yes. But that's a very different question what we're dealing with now. You're telling me that this case somehow controls people who are clearly illegal? These were Chinese citizen parents who had lawful permanent residence in the United States. That was the case before. Not the case now. It's going to go back up to the Supreme Court. And the other problem the left's going to have here, they do this. They pile on. If they hadn't added in 10 million people in the last 4 years, probably wouldn't get it up to the Supreme Court, and probably the court wouldn't end it. But I think there's a good chance they do. Anyway, you now understand birthright citizenship. And if you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you do, I will see you on the next one.